Hello and welcome to my channel. I am George SHEIKH.
The one and only.
About 2 years ago, I made the decision to focus on building this YouTube channel. As someone who has turned to YouTube on many occasions to find solutions to all kinds of problems or simply to research things that intrigued me, I saw the value in this platform and wanted to become a bigger part of it myself. It meant some sacrifice because I wanted to make great videos without really knowing what that meant. Some of us learn best by doing, or you could call it the hard way. I started talking about my bicycle tours and vlogging about the things that I cared about. 2 years later, my channel is in the YouTube Partner Program. It means I now have access to monetization and other perks which I will talk about. First, I would like to reflect on the journey. The first video that really got a lot of attention was Touring Bike for Cheap. Because I'm going to tell you about my bike and how much it initially cost me and how well it served me so far. I've had this bike for 8 years and I've put well over 25,000 kilometers on it and it's still going strong. Over many years of touring by bicycle, I had found that there are two very different types of touring cyclists. The first one will make sure they have all the very best equipment, including a very high quality touring bike. They may try an overnight or a small tour with a bike they already have, but consider it essential to get a better bike for their first big tour. Bikes are not cheap, so often they'll get that bike and some other great gear, but the budget often falls short when it comes to doing a multi-month tour. The second type will use a bike they already have. Throw on some racks and panniers and voila, go for it. The big question is, does this work and is it worth doing? I had done some really long tours on my 1980s Norco mountain bike that had only minor modifications specifically for touring. Initially, that bike had cost me about $100 Canadian. That, along with using some other inexpensive gear, had allowed me to go on some great tours. It seemed worth sharing, and it was. The video has accumulated over 17,000 views. Well, it's hardly a lot by YouTube standards, but it's still one of my most popular ones. Then last year I stumbled upon the subject of bicycle commuting in the winter and the challenges it brought with it. One solution seemed to be the combination of using the bike and our local LRT as a flexible solution. We were mid-pandemic at that point, and when I took the LRT for the first time with my bike, I honestly didn't like the experience. Something about our LRT was terribly wrong. It led me to make a video capturing the LRT riding experience in Edmonton and commenting on it. Would you believe that video got over 7,000 views the first day? Churchill Station. I was overwhelmed by all this attention, which wasn't all positive, by the way. Some comments openly threatened me, and some accused me of using vulnerable people for my own publicity. Others praised me for bringing attention to a serious problem. I believe it is a serious problem, and would you believe that I can tell every time an incident happens on the LRT simply by looking up how many views this video got on any given day? Edmonton's LRT is not safe to ride. That's a fact. The city is trying to make improvements and will hopefully get a handle on the problem. My channel is about adventure in one form or another, but adventure is a bit of a privilege and always assumes a positive outcome or happy ending. My video, Commuter Train Wreck, Edmonton's LRT is Going to Hell, was an adventure for me, but for many it is a daily reality that isn't acceptable. I will make a follow-up video soon telling you a bit more about the subject and the reactions I've had. The video has accumulated over 24,000 views to date. There were a number of other very successful videos. A current example is how I repaired my DJI Mini 2 after a crash, which keeps getting hundreds of views every week. But there's also a great number of videos that didn't really find the right audience or simply weren't that good or fitting for my channel. Well, it's not a dead end. Hello! I'm back to where we started. It just went around in the loop.
I sure like to ride.
Oh, I'm feeling so good. But I'm wondering, what was in that coffee? To get us?
YouTube is a learning curve, and it is not only ongoing, but also kind of a moving target. That's what makes it challenging, and it's part why I enjoy it so much. You might be wondering how much I've earned since becoming monetized. Have you heard the expression, another day, another dollar? That pretty much describes it at the moment. In the first 13 days of monetization, my estimated earnings are just over $15. The challenge definitely hasn't ended, but it's become a lot more interesting. One option I have at my disposal is to set up a channel membership. Besides being a subscriber, you would have the option to become a member and pay a small monthly fee for the privilege. Why would anyone do that? Well, the idea is to offer some perks, of course. An example would be some members-only content. So here are a few questions to you. Number 1, have you described
The word is subscribed
to my channel and why? Number 2, would you consider becoming a member? Number 3, what should be the main benefit of the membership? And finally, number 4, how much would you be willing to contribute on a monthly basis? As you can see, I'm committed to taking the channel to the next level and doing it in a way that benefits you. Another feature that is available to us now is live streaming. I am considering doing a live stream, perhaps once a month. So let me ask you this. Would you be interested in watching live streams on my channel? And since many of you live in different time zones, when should it be? YouTube offers perks for live streams like super chat and super stickers. At this point, I'm not 100% clear on how exactly they all work, but basically they are ways to highlight your comments and chat messages that you'll be paying a small fee for. At this point, my comment section isn't really that crowded, so you probably wouldn't get all that much bang for your buck. For now. In conclusion, I'd like to say that I keep making videos because it has become my passion. I've done it for over 2 years without any financial incentive and would keep doing it regardless. The YouTube Partner Program is a huge step for the channel as it confirms that there's real value in those videos I've created, and it'll allow me to keep improving the quality of the content over time. I'm excited. This is a major milestone I've been aiming at. It is thanks to all of you that this was possible. For that, I'm very grateful and would like to thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. You can help this channel by commenting and clicking the like button on any video and coming back often to see more content. In the immediate future, I'll have more Mexico videos coming up, as well as the series Bicycle Tour Canada Coast to Coast, which will resume next Saturday. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.